cannot succeed. I say no,
Sierra Leone, push. You ma killer, this is for you them. Hope for you say.
This ain't not a kush. No, not a kush. No, not a kush. Oh yeah, yeah, you feel them. What are they on me eye? We are the see me sister them. They die in the street. Oh, me I can feel them. When you they see me brother them in the streets. Yeah, some they link they not. Some lay down a guts at the sleep. Oh. So when I ask them, tell me say na kush. Nike pull roll and son of them food. They prefer for left the house, them gonna get so all day they kush. Oh yeah, say not a kush. Me brother don't want before him them. Say not a kush. So they use the old age my youngest. Say not a kush. Youths them just they die. Say not a kush. Sorry Salone. We say that's a cushion. Hey, push for die. We say that's a cushion. Papa government help we are. Say that's a cushion. Hey, push for die. Say that's a cushion. Pop for you to say, is it all?
Fumble them on a good evening, on a good afternoon, on a good morning. And it's I also on a happen for feeling yourself. I hope say, life has been beautiful. I hope say life is treating you well. Summer is looking out, turning out. As a matter of fact, today is the second day officially of summer. Second day officially of summer, right? And so listen, go out, get some vitamin D in your system, but make sure you wear lots of sunscreen, okay? Because we black people, like we feel say because naturally they produce naturally, we get the melanin inside our system and we get, the melanin production, therefore we know for protect our skin. So I'm a big advocate for, take care of your body, take care of your skin. So when you expose yourself to the sun, no matter where you are in the world, okay, UVA day, UV ray, and all that type of thing, you need for block, right? That's why you have sunblock. Make sure you wear sunscreen or within some other people can call sunblock, right? Okay. So today we don't consider Naya. So unfortunately, the show not get for last 2 hours. Neither it go beyond 2 hours. As a matter of fact, 1.5 hours because another commitment calls, right? Another commitment calls, and so therefore, if you're not even looking at my background, I see the luscious green in my backyard from Usai. I do the show today, and I see the very beautiful greenery, and I even see a little bit of me flower pot. They grow lusciously and beautifully, Or this is not a pixelated image. This is natural beauty, right? Natural beauty for me also. So I encourage you now all for basically get out, get with nature as much as you can. So today make we not waste time. We numbers them they na the screen, and the number then they as soon as I put them on I can call. As soon as I say hello, I can call. Really, the numbers, the North American toll-free number now 1-866-944-7722. The UK local line +4420 808-91455, and then we get the Australian local line we na +61 29 098 4437, and then we get the universal line we na 1 343 997 5828. And then una not forget say una can always catch me also on VOS Radio in Freetown 91.9 FM. Una not forget for download with VOS Television mobile app on Google Play Store as well as Apple, the Apple App Store. And una not forget say jam me, I jam you dey inside there. I don't they see a lot of dating requests them na the Blue Street. Quite a bit of Sierra Leoneans them and from some other nationalities them as well, looking for serious relationships. And whenever I see them comment and then at the Blue Street, I personally go in and say, hey, we have this app. Have you checked it out? Then can go, oh, I don't go to this website, this dating website, that dating website. I'm like, listen, this is a place where you get to know the person. Una talk as adult, una feel una self, una get to know. There is no rush, there is no commitment, because the reason why I make some term they then relation. I know say not to that they can I also for can talk, but sometimes I'm also a therapist. So let me do a little bit of therapeutic work here. The reason why makes untended then relationship they also not can blossom or then can fail like because they pay subscription. And because they pay subscription, can want for make sure say something don't happen by the time una money they run out. So sometimes you people jump into things without giving it the time that it needs. Right, for really understudy, for really study this person, for really get for sabi this person, no commitment. No commitment. But sometimes they because una money you want for done, like me Yoruba people like can say una can want for jackpa, una can want for run, make think quick and run. So here is the app. Una download the app. There's a dating section. Una go there, subscribe. Get to see that in at the app. Excuse me, get a feel for them, contact each other, talk to each other, see what's up. There are a lot, boku people in there where they look for serious relationships. Trust me, serious relationship. Now because me hats, I they wear so many hats. If I know they wear so many hats, like sometimes I mean, if I don't do like a dating talk show, honestly, I'm telling you. I mean, if I don't do like a dating talk show, now so like one net normal, they can't sit down. We talk about relationship, we talk about dating, we talk about the red flags, we talk about what works, what doesn't. Universally, and people like can call in, give their own experiences. Now they like me, I like you, happy, And they tell you, jam me, I jam you. And they tell you. But you never know. Maybe one of these days I will get ample time na me and consider and say, okay, today we can make a barrier, we can discuss certain things. But in a nutshell, and I don't forget the app, right? I want to say other thing. I get a lot of calls them from the show we do last week. People who really appreciated the show. People will tell me, say, thank you for being candid, for being open. Thank you for bringing these women in. And then say, make I tell una thank you, because obviously, na me get for relay the message. Then say, make I tell una thank you for way una come and una talk about una experience then, and una be so open. As a matter of fact, there are beaucoup people and they look forward for me for Sidom again with una. But then I also get few requests for a particular person for be part of that panel day. And in my head, I'm saying, oh boy, if only they know this person is so busy. And in busy schedule, really, na prohibit them for making be even sit down at the first panel. So I cannot guarantee, because at the end of the day, people are so busy doing what they are doing and trying to make a difference in their own little way that sometimes, priorities and time, 24 hours, not can do for some of we. So I get few requests for, they ask me, say, can Dr. Fatu be part of the show? So Dr. Fatu, I don't try for pull you waste though. I know how busy you are, but again, me not just the messenger. When a message comes, the duty day on me for make I relay the message. So Dr. Fatu, people are summoning you to the VOS platform together with the women of FGM. They want to understand from your own perspective because I think this is my reason. They not tell me why. Most people not tell me why. A few women mention why, including a call that I had yesterday, Friday, right? Yes, yesterday. A call that I had yesterday that lasted for about an hour with a woman talking. One of the reasons why I believe say a lot of people and they ask for Dr. Fatu as well now because of her medical background. Medical background in the sense that she is a practitioner, right? So he don't see boku, he don't witness boku, he don't deliver boku babies them. He don't see boku woman them. He don't, and she's not only a gynecologist, but she's a gynecologist obstetrics, right? What I mean for say not only belly woman they look after woman, the woman's health in general. And she delivers babies as well, right? So now they one then they working, they do then two combination of things and then they can call gynecologist obstetrics, right? So I believe that the reason Dan they make they get a lot of plea for say, can you bring Dr. Fatu on with these ladies? Dr. Fatu, if anybody they listen, when I get Dr. Fatu in not that I do not have a contact and I cannot reach out to her personally, just send her this portion of the show, she will get it. Now, Boku thing on the happen na the land that we love. I know we'll take Boku of Naten in the tripartite because the tripartite is an ongoing thing. Ongoing. Make I not like you na. It is for if na feel say done. Excuse me. Let me just tell you something right now. It ain't over yet. It ain't gonna be over anytime soon because there's going to be some pushbacks that's gonna happen along the line. Okay, that's just what it is. Make we be honest, okay? Mr. Kagbo don't take 4 hours with you on Thursday. I listen to Mr. Kagbo till I sleep. By the time I wake, the show done. I look at the time, I say, I sleep, I cannot lie, I sleep. Mr. Kagbo take 4 hours, they talk to una about tripartite. So I think when it comes to the tripartite in terms of the VOS for right now, I think you people have had a good dose of it. I will just do like a 1-2 here and there. But listen, because when they make the law, sometimes we can tend for circumvent the law. Something don't happen. Now the law society. Basically, we all know for say from the day when they come on at that AGM, we all know for say if not handled with care, there's going to be division. We all know for say if the people them waiting at the helm of the affairs, they not put their ego, they not put their loyalty to political how am I call it? They not put their loyalty into political knowing, political connections, affiliation that and work towards a single goal that is uphold, respect the policies within, then company, where they call them companies act, where other people then can call bylaws, okay? If they don't respect the companies act and they not follow waiting then at the companies act, waiting there for happen is going to lead to division, big division. And if not managed with tact, that division day will be long lasting. So we actually don't reach another junction there. And I've been seeing over 600 lawyers then. Remember, 1,200 lawyers attended the AGM in Kenema. We turned out to be a fiasco. 600 plus, more than 600 of them come out and sign a petition and say, no, we are not a party to this. You know, basically what some of them did is that, yeah, we can be Yuki lawyer and decide, but at least for this wire, so make the people them see we as something. And I think, say, the straw that break the camel's back was where the person will call himself Papa for the nation, knowing fully well that there are unresolved issues with that AGM day, instead of make it say, when they write in office say courtesy call with the so-called new executive, instead of make it say, listen, me yesterday na gone. Make I not pretend like for say me yesterday na gone. Me yesterday na gone, and because me yesterday na gone and wait here, do ya? Now go amend matters first. Where you don't amend matters and you don't reach a resolution where you all come together as the three party publicly, you make a statement, you agree. Basically, you don't go back and wash on your dirty linens inside on a house. And after you don't wash on your dirty linens, you throw away the dirty water, you bring the clean clothes come, you can hang on a door for make we all see. Then I will entertain a courtesy visit. But in this case, not to that they happen. In this case, he made things worse by solidifying the executive. What do I mean by solidifying? By basically acknowledging them, accepting their visit, doing follow-ups with them, to the extent that he will put out even a state, because in statement already tell you say enough for say Bumbo Sorode. The statement we put after the visit, definitely it is clearly written. Dan they even us repeating that they know. Say the statement is not ambiguous at all. It clearly writes and they know for say no say Bumbo Sorode. But even knowing that the Bumbo Sorode team up, instead of make it take the time and address and tell them, say, you go address this on Bongo Soro first. Still, I beg you, no can mix me. Right now, I don't buck me cacto. I don't buck me foods. I get cacto. You can add one bag pepper inside. You take on trouble, go first. You go deal with him. He escalated the issue by that follow-up, by accepting the visit, by the follow-up, and by his statement. And so now this don't lead to the two other aggrieved party then for call a second AGM, which is within their rights to do. Because the Companies Act provide that. It is within their rights to do. The Companies Act provide that because they ask them first to remedy the situation. But Salone, we get this business of time would let it die. Time will delete it from the surface. Time will let it sleep. And so, instead of make the, the executive board of directors, not the elected ones, the overseers, instead of make them take them people, you are serious and really, really do something about this. Remember, this thing happened back in May. which means it's been over a month or closely to a month, right, where this thing also happened, if not over a month. Instead, they were riding the waves for make the waves or the tempest come down. And if I know something about these two lawyers involved at the helm of these things, they do not do ride the waves. When they get a conviction, a strong conviction about something, they know they do ride the waves. Then they make sure say they see unto the letter. Uno not forget say, while I say Camille has been accused of all sorts, and I am being accused of all sorts, she's always been tenacious as ever. Uno not forget say, at one point, so he sang them you stop and for even practice. He take the court, go inside court, and he prove in case and he win. Nine are the person where say, why make them for ban people then for waka about on elections day after people they don't vote? That it's a breach of the people's constitutional rights. Then warawere begedegede the case. Now that even that case they meant for so some time it was even benched from practicing. In Osidomo, he make sure say what he studied he put into practice and he won. So that is just to say that you are dealing with two individuals that are very tenacious and will not back down from an unjust fight. Unjust in the sense that injustice was levied on them. A just fight in the sense that they know that injustice was levied on them. They know the law, they understand the law, and they are going to make sure the law speaks. So, me, I dey enjoy you, make I not lie. Because for once, I want to see the laws of the land work. I want to be able to cite few examples where the law of the land work. An example where I can cite the law of the land clearly work. Now, the case of KKY. The law worked. Because there were lawyers who were what they assault, who challenged every act, every sub-act, every day pulled, and they were able to go and bring precedents. And when you don't begin bringing precedents and begin challenge court not able to make a lie. Like I tell you, I study, I not study law, but I study ethics in law, communications ethics in law. So that alone, that chunk of study they alone make I be grounded in a lot of things them and understand a lot of things them. Now, the other thing is that another example that I can cite, and I believe one of the lead what I can call and safe prosecutors or whatever. Now that case, then the case of Paulo Conte. Waga was at the helm of that one. And in many ways, demonstrated the worth of assault. There are a few more cases that I can cite from both of these people, but I go to bring and can small. So basically, now so we did right now. The press release where we get right now. The press release say, on behalf of members of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, we are pleased to officially announce the convening of an extraordinary, general meeting pursuant to section 1874 of the Companies Act 2009 as amended on Wednesday, 10th July at 2 p.m. at New Brookfields Hotel, Jomo Kenyatta Road, Freetown. On the 27th May 2024, in accordance with Section 1872 of the Companies Act, more than the required number of members of the bar formally requisition the directors of the SLBA, that is the Sierra Leone Bar Association, to convey an AGM for certain matters outlined in their requisition notice to be discussed. Regrettably, the stipulated 21 days period has elapsed and the meeting has not been conveyed by the company's director. Like I can tell you now, for them, then they delay and go delay tactics. Basically, they delay you to frustration and then you abandon. That is how it operates in Sierra Leone. Delay to frustration and you abandon. Let me continue for it. Therefore, in exercise of our rights under Section 1874 of the Companies Act, we, the members of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, shall proceed to convey the AGM ourselves. The purpose of this meeting is to deliberate upon and address pertinent matters crucial to the company and its subscribers. So basically, you cannot convey a meeting where these people, not for free on an association, you get for be paid to belong. And for make you go na the AGM and for make you be allowed for vote, it means that you are a fully paid member, right? So all the people who also been signed that petition, they are all fully paid member. And when they go na Kenema, not over say na the bar association, nine they lodge them. Now then they pay for the lodging, they pay for their food, they pay for their transportation, as well as being fully paid members. And then fee not a small fee. Then fee get a year inside. So how do you call these people there? And then you disenfranchise their vote, you spit on their face, and then you legitimize illegitimate actions. Let me continue for reading. So the press release goes on to say, we assure all concerned that notice of the AGM will be disseminated shortly, detailing the agenda and other relevant information. All members are urged to participate actively to ensure that our collective voice is heard in advancing the good governance and welfare of our associations. Together, we will uphold the values and principles that define our profession and work towards a transparent, accountable, and united Sierra Leone Bar Association. Now, remember immediately following this situation in Kenema, where they come back, they may get a press conference. Even I've been watching the press conference room, and this was signed by Augustine Soi Sengbe Mara and Wara Seri Kamal, okay, on June 20th. When I remember, so they may come back from that, I don't even call it an AGM because it wasn't an AGM. From that hostile takeover, it was an hostile takeover. From that hostile takeover in Amakeni, if you guys know what hostile takeover is, watch the videos, watch what happened, and when I tell me, say, Matilda, you are making this up, you're exaggerating, it wasn't an hostile takeover, it was an hostile takeover. When I come on at the hostile takeover in Kenema, when I watch the press conference of these two, you guys noticed the room was jam-packed. And then weeks following, when I see the petition of all the lawyers then we sign. Now, if then they convey an extraordinary, right, AGM, I am transitioning here. In the case of the young lady that happened, I would like to see where the Sierra Leone police, and because sometimes they can work with the, or is it OSD or SSD or the army, where you people in an extraordinary meeting, because some of you no go agree, some of you not go be aggrieved, right, and feel crossed that they dare. How dare they? Remember, in this situation, a lawyer they wanna they deal with too. Not a politician, and some politician they don't knows act for call, waiting fella which fella when. Okay, and I remember when Mohammed Bangura when they talk Z when I A for don't say. Anyways, I'm just saying. I would like to see where 600 plus legally registered practicing lawyers are arrayed. Go let for suicide when they go bundle and go put them in a cell. Say they don't bridge something and who's part of waiting and go bridge. Because that is where I'm seeing this going. That they will gather, they will assemble. And somebody who would have lost one of their buttons, or two or three, thinking that they are within the right frame of mind, forgetting that the Constitution is there to back what they are saying together with their Companies Act. Because remember, they are an individual entity. They are not governed. They're not governed by the Constitution of Salone. And then they sometimes some of knocking for the forget. Interesting. So, I go let for see Usai una go get that, because that is what you did with that young lady, right? And when they go support the young company lawyer, we una go baps unceremoniously, and then they una do to some of the female lawyers then. The policeman them, jog them, phone them at the hand, rough them up, Thank God that there were some male lawyers there who could confront you and put your senses back out of the oblagata where don't come off and make them chisel now and tell una for say mut no begin it to no brain them it. Forgetting that you are the police, and just because you are the police doesn't mean that as an individual these people cannot litigate you. Can forget so much power can don't switch on our head so much that we can forget that in this game of chess, not a one way to victory there are many ways. You just have to be smart about how you move and how you play your next. And who you choose, what player you choose. So to saying there, and to worry say, here is what I go tell you something where Dr. Femi Claudius Cole told me a while back. She's like, Matilda, I am prepared. He said, now I work with extra toothpaste and toothbrush and extra drawers. Because I know at any moment waiting can happen. And it happened to her several times. But I knew there was no shaking. Because she has already told me, Matilda, I work with extra toothpaste and extra drawers. She, on the other hand, was not as lucky as you people, because you know the laws of the land better than she can repeat them or interpret them or put them into practice. So to all too, I'm telling you people, una need forget extra toothpaste, extra toothbrush, and extra drawers with you now, because it is coming. Because the powers that be will not let this go easy. Because for them, like I say, the customary process now let the wave ride. The strong breeze go left for blow. When the strong breeze left for blow, we go charm and so mass and so frustrate them until submission. That is what happens in Sierra Leone. Frustration until submission. Okay? A new word I don't coin, so Mr. Kago, write that word they down. Okay, because very soon I guess they can make Matilda easy. So I guess I need for begin make money. Oh no, not they give me stars. Even though they give me vital information then at this place, I can tell you that my show is the best show. on this blue street, because I don't mince my words. Neither am I an hypocrite. If not they give me style, or not they give me accolades or whatever, I can't find way for can begin make money for poll me show. So submission until frustration. Hashtag submission until frustration. Again, isms them. Now they can begin hashtag them and t-shirt. And soon I like for wear t-shirt with isms. So make we pass this one as well na corner, because the second is in a little over a week, and then we will see what happens. So now you would understand why a young lady in frustration would come out and say what she said, exercising a franchise, but then can say, when you are not clean, something can bet you. Because if you aren't clean, Justin Trudeau, I am a prime minister. If he's not guilty of something, it doesn't matter what insult I throw at him. Whether he is guilty or not, he knows that I am a private citizen and I have rights to my views and opinion, and that I am guaranteed that right under the Constitution. So you know, can't make them can't array me, send soldier man and policeman and I'm a host one truck. Look at how tiny this lady is. Please let's put her up. As a matter of fact, let's put a better picture of her. Let's put her up. Look at how tiny. Right? Look at how tiny this young lady is. That you go send one truck. Oh God. One truck policeman for bring them in for question in one truck. One or two policemen not do. One truck, one full truck. Look at how tiny she is. So you see, that is why I say I not believe any of them politicians. They are from the head candle to the foot. I don't care how much speech they make. I don't care how much national address they make. I don't care what they say. This is all she said. Sir, even your legitimacy highly questionable. Tuma in your self-questionable. So just inform the public what you receive is a number of lawyers. Tuma does not represent the Bar Association. And she is absolutely right. If your legitimacy not been questionable, why did you agree to go into tripartite? Now, because the international community been put 1.5 now in a hand, why make the international community, i.e., the American, decide for give 1.5 towards the tripartite for review? We constitute we electoral practices them and laws them. We just few months before the election, in a go, Parliament we supposed for make law go pass all kind nyama rebereske. We turn everybody and turn everything chaotic. Even though we warn una, even though we tell una stop playing these games, people, it's not going to lead to a good outcome. Sometimes when they make you bet, not make them in such a way that you turn people them off. But because remember, our policy is frustration till surrender, right? Frustration to surrender. In everything you people do, now that tactic still not they use frustration till surrender. But this time when we meet una brother them, where they self their aid kanka like kuna self our aid kanka. Not that they are right in how they are going about things. But just as you know how to frustrate, then self they know how to frustrate. Just as you say the people shall not rest, then self they know how to make you not go rest. That is basically what is going on here. So if this young lady come out and say that which the law freely gives her, and for that you say cyber stalking. How is this cyber stalking? for speaking the truth now is cyber stalking. Do you know how many presidents then and they get worse than this all over the world? If every time a citizen, private citizen, open their mouth and say something, the president, they go send one truck army man or one truck soldier man at the house for make them go bring them in for questioning and lock them up because they spoke to the president. Who is going to be there for you to rule? The banana tree and the plantain tree, then the sugar cane them? Have you ever thought of that? You cannot in one hand say they preach unity, you want for foster inclusion, and on the other hand, you delegitimize illegitimacy. You delegitimize illegitimacy. What are you saying, man? And so for that, this young lady was put through an ordeal for a whole week. And hear what she has to say. She's been released, which she has to be released because she did not do anything wrong. She said Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. I am Joy Precious Barrow, a legal practitioner and a devoted law-abiding Sierra Leonean." And then she goes on to say, just give me a second, I'm getting there. Yeah, I am a young, resilient woman of faith who believes in the power of justice and truth. Last Wednesday, a truckload of armed police officers came to my office to arrest me. For what? A tweet on the rule of law and democratic principles. It has been a challenging week, but the innocent has nothing to fear. I would like to thank my legal team, senior colleagues at the bar, and everyone in this profession who stood by me and collectively secured my release. To the media houses and patriotic Sierra Leoneans who supported me, I am deeply grateful. As lawyers, it is time we protect the sanctity of our beloved profession and honor the oath we took before God. And I pray in everything we do, we always remember that whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. Today, it is Joy. Tomorrow, it will be you. I am a lawyer, and I am tools. And I believe she said she wants to say, I am a lawyer, and my tools, are my mouth and my pen. Absolutely, girl. Absolutely, girl. And she said something. What affects one directly will affect others indirectly. Now that make I can always talk about the bystander mentality. When you sit down a corner, say, me no mix. Me I know the inside. They affect me. Trust me, indirectly it is affecting you. Because one thing will come, where it go be your sister, it go be your cousin, it go be your faraway family, but that you are interested in. And so for me personally, I'm very happy that Sierra Leone is breathing and continue to breathe such people. I pray that in tenacity continue, because this young lady reminds me of myself. Fierce and unyielding, so long as I know saying I'm right. Fierce and unyielding, so long as I know saying I'm right. Yes, una go bamboozle me, una go this me, una go that me, but at the end of the day, I dey win una. At the end of the day, truth must come to light. At the end of the day, justice must prevail. So why did her parents send her to law school if she does not know, if she is not cognizant of in rights and how to exercise in rights? Like you say, in tools them, na in mot and in pen. Me own tools, na me pen, me mot, me pen, me mot, me pen, me mot, and me attitude. Yes. So I am happy that, a whole breed of us are still existing and people are still breeding and emboldened, especially she being a woman. Oh, I'm very proud of her. Especially when a woman and it take that stand there and she did not back down. We don't beg for our rights. We don't beg to be in the country that we are born in, to serve in the country that we are. You cannot go overseas and be begging people to come back. You want when they come back and then talk against you or then chastise you for doing wrong. You think say the quick way to conversion and to coercion is to silence them by intimidation, because what you did to this young girl was intimidation. Not because you don't know for say what you talking, right? Cyber stalking the go side. It is inside whose partner the cyber law, it writes say a citizen cannot criticize the president, or a citizen cannot call the president into question. Whose part? So kudos, young lady. There are lots of issues that I fight on this platform, that I bring out on this platform, that I talk about. Me not to the type of person where I still happen. So now give me a number. Make a kind interview. No, I don't get the time for that. I will watch the case. I will look into it and I will speak to it from my bird's eye view, from observing. And you know what? Thus far, I've never been wrong. Go check the data. It is straight up. Thus far, I've never been wrong. So, young lady, keep at it. We dey behind you. We are solidly behind you. Your right is your right. And you have the freedom to exercise your rights. That is the land of your birth. That is where you are practicing the laws of the land in defense of or in compliance for or with agents of the land, meaning individuals of the land, who cannot interpret and apply an action. So like I say, this is sweet me, bad one. It's sweet me to know that we are developing this type of crops. My only prayer is that this not break down in resilience and the bad apples then swallow them. Because that has been the death of Sierra Leone. Some people, the way they shake their small, they're not able to breathe. So then they can make them waver. Make we continue quickly because we're running out of time. The next thing I want to go to is the suspended Auditor General and the assistant, Lara Taylor Pierce. You see, Sierra Leone is broken. Sierra Leone is seriously broken. I don't need for tell una, not a news story, except he wants to be an hypocrite and does not want to face reality. But if he be true to thyself, then you know that within a patchwork, you don't have solid structures. And I remember the whole segment on this. And after that segment, a few weeks later, I still came back and said, oh no, bring this report Nado. If you no feel to say this is going to be a Yukiism, it's not going to happen. Now, in the matter versus the state, because I'll call it the state, because in here the plaintiff is the state. Now the state, na inke Lara go to court, not to Lara, the state go to court. the state now accuse her. In the matter of Lara Telepias and that of her deputy, right? The state against Lara and her deputy. After much ado, the so-called report of the tribunal finally come out. On the 11th, I believe, or so, of June, it came out about a week ago. But you see, what is puzzling here is that if two people in the inside case, if you they bring something Canada, if you they bring judgment, at least when they bring the judgment, the two people that wait then at the case, then also for no waiting at the judgment. Not to one person no more they know waiting at the judgment, they hold on to himself force. Right? Despite the fact that the Constitution says that when it is the president who requests a committee or requests for the formation of a committee, when a report comes, when the thing has ended, the committee has reached its conclusion and they have a report, the report must be presented to the president, constitutionally, check mark. However, in this case, it was an open tribunal. It wasn't a private tribunal. It wasn't a closed tribunal. It was a tribunal where people can go in, people can sit in, people can listen. It was accessible to the public. So when the report come out na do, there is no reason for make the report only be handed to the president, not even the accused or the party of the accused, and not even the public. Because the public was the third party to this issue. If you no make a tell you, the public was the third party to this issue. So we get vested interest in this issue, not to just no more the plaintiff and the defendant. The plaintiff, who in this case is the state, the defendant, who is in this case is Lara, and a deputy. So right up until now, as I speak, to my knowledge, when they were conveyed, when the defending party was conveyed, hoping that they will tell them something and hand this verdict to them, instead they were just informed of the fact that the tribunal has concluded and that a report will be presented to the plaintiff, in this case, the president, and that a copy of the said report, when they ask for a copy of the said report, that a copy of the said report will be made available to them in a couple of days. Now, as I speak, it's been over a week and a copy of the said report has not reached the defendant's legal representation team yet. Reach it. They still do it. So how we for run a country like this? An open case, open hearing, no closed door hearing, adjudicated openly, final reports and finding withheld from us, the third party, and the primary person involved, or peoples, because not a person, I can say persons or people involved. How is that fair? How is that right? How is that just? How is that practicing and encouraging a system of openness, a system of transparency? Now, unu say he conduct malpractice. Now, unu say he lie panuna. Now, unu say he commit waiting in court. Now, unu say all waiting he say. After that, unu totam, unu say if I go answer. He say, wahala no dey, me I no get problem. He go answer. Now unu set tribunal. Now unu set committee. I mean, you guys did all of this. She had no hand in it. All she did was to comply. So what's the hold? 1 week later, after promising the council that they will receive, you are still in the process of putting together the report. What we finally heard was that the report was presented to the president, and allegedly, and I say allegedly because I was not present when the said president said what he said. So I am going to go with the word allegedly. Allegedly, people present at the handing ceremony, because you know, so all thing and get ceremony in a salon. All thing and get small ceremony. At this handing ceremony, we are sworn to secrecy to say nothing that's contained in this said report. Sworn to secrecy. But still, the council that represented the person where you accuse, still they wait for the report. How is that fair? How then they fear? Some of una can sit down and they can't defend them people. They are so their way of doing. If now you brother, if now you sister, if now you auntie, if now you mama, you uncle, you papa been then at this kind of situation, yeah, so you go let calm for make them treat you this kind of way. Would you be happy that this is how the rule of law works in the country? Bending its applications? Una go gladdy. Sarah I came out with something, I believe it was this morning. It's a bit lengthy, but like I said, let's take a stab at it. I go read them quickly. Let's take a stab. Parliament must stand for accountability and transparency. Adanding at the heading. The suspension of Auditor General Lara Taylor Pierce in November 2021 sent shockwave through Sierra Leone. Known for her integrity and professionalism, Taylor Pierce's suspension, along with her deputy Taba Momo, on allegations of professional misconduct, raised significant concern about the independence of oversight institutions in our country. In December 2021, a tribunal was established to investigate these allegations. Fast forward June 2024, the tribunal has presented its report to the president. And although the content of the report remains undisclosed, speculation abounds that it recommends Taylor Pierce to remove from office. If true, the recommendation must now be approved by a 2/3 majority of Parliament, as per Section 137(10) of our Constitution. Well, let me tell you this, people. Do you know what gang rule parliaments right now? And I know the gang we sit inside parliament right now. Do you know the color and shade of them all? Do you know the color and shade of them all? Aleph and so. Let us continue. It goes on to say the question whether the Judicial and Legal Service Commission could recommend investigating a plaintiff without prior complaint from a third party. Additionally, they argued that the tribunal set up to investigate the plaintiff was improperly constituted as the appointed members did not meet the required qualifications of having been substantive. I'm just waiting for because now I'm reading from a prompter. I'm just waiting for me to be able to see the rest of the article. Okay, I'll take it from top. Additionally, they argued that the tribunal set up to investigate the plaintiff was improperly constituted as the appointed members did not meet the required qualifications of having been substantive justice of the Supreme Court. They further asserted that the Judicial and Legal Service Commission violated due process and principles of natural justice by not informing the plaintiff of the specific allegations and not involving her in the investigation process. Despite several correspondence to Chief Justice Edwards, the matter was never listened or listed for hearing. Make I not like you now, Babatunde Edwards, himself na other one he doing you. Only time will tell the wreckage where he commits na that justice system there. I don't hear you boku, I don't hear you plenty. But me not the inside there. Only time would give us a true picture of the real damage we commit within that justice during in time. Let us continue to read. By letter dated November 18, 2021, our founder, Actor Michael Batista, a former president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, resigned from the Judicial and Legal Service Commission at Jude Sierra Leone, noting that in the absence of the presentation of any allegation of misconduct to the commission, it ought not to have agreed to the setting up of the tribunal. Good for you, Batista. The charges against Lara Telopias and Momo hinges on the alleged breach of confidentiality and professional misconduct during a compliance audit of the Office of the President. Specifically, the concern was that the Auditor General contacted hotels in #Lebanon, #South Africa, and #The Gambian to verify receipts submitted for audits without the explicit approval of the Office of the President. Why make me go consult you for approve something where you submit to me as a legal document? Where me for go now, me work now for verify, say waiting you submit to me, not true. And see, we've been seeing another boat where them in the Lebanon, where them in the do na be honeymoon, ma. Ooh, them in they do a Titanic. And da di da da di da da di da di da di da da. So I guess they don't want us to know what actually took place. But if you are striving for openness and transparency, what is there to hide? If waiting you put inside and waiting you give it tally with waiting and say, waiting with fen. Well, I not go there. Let us continue. Let us continue. Lebanon. Yes. However, it is common practice for auditors to independently verify documents and information in the course of their duties, requiring permission from the auditees in this case. The office of the president would undermine the very essence of independence auditing. Couldn't agree more. Let us continue. Taylor Pierce's track record speak for itself. She has consistently carried out her duties with the utmost professionalism, investigating even the highest office without fear or favor. The people of hashtag Sierra Leone know the truth. Now, the onus is on Parliament as the representative of the people. They must decide whether to support a questionable process or to stand with the people they serve. Approving the removal of Lara Taylor Pierce would not only be a disservice to her, but also to the principles of accountability and transparency that are the bedrock of any functioning democracy. Okay, like for say democracy, I sure say Sierra Leone democracy they again. Anyway, so at one point until we get demo, but the classy part I don't think was all and ever there. Oh, they go. Parliament must reject any recommendations for Lara Taylor Pierce removal. They must act as the true representatives of the people, upholding the integrity of oversight institutions and ensuring that the fight against corruption and for good governance remains robust and untainted. The people of Sierra Leone deserves nothing less. Absolutely. The people of Sierra Leone deserves nothing less. Can I count on Parliament? My answer is absolutely not. Because time and time and time again, they have proven not to be honorables. They have proven to be non-honorables. So only time will tell. Sierra I no go come and write this if something not on leak to them, if they are not smelling something. Remember, like I said, Lara had Momo and represented legal representation. Till now, Lara did not receive about this recommendation it. And the said person who this was handed to allegedly swore people into secrecy, not to say anything. But I know say na Salone with it. Not to show. No say na Salone with it, not to show. You hide and say what I must drop. You hide and say what I must drop. So this is why I don't make I not take too much time on this. We are waiting to see what the next few days go bring about. And at such time, that is when we the people, the third party to all of this, we would also have our say. We would also have our say. I just want to bring this to attention because I tell you for say this is a case why they follow up closely. And I will follow it till the letter till the end. And then the number one left to my right now make this sip inside. So now I know for say I don't say after the Sierra Leone government and the Apc Tripartite agreement, what's next? Yay, people. Can you help me answer this? What next? Because I do not see a next. And that is my honest opinion. The truth is, I do not even see a tripartite. Needless to say, a next. I know for say, at this point, maybe when I would expect me for play the two speeches then. Why waste your time? Why waste mine? When there will be more. When after the agreement, there will be a disagreement, and there will be an agreement, and there will be a disagreement, and there will be an agreement, and there will be a breakup, and there will be a coming back together, and there will be an agreement, and there will be a disagreement, and there will be a breakup, and there will be a coming back together. So right now, within a spinning machine. And as much as the governing authority would like to think that they are the one that holds, that then they spin the wheel, I want to inform them, say they are not in one, they are not in control, and they are not the ones spinning the wheel. And that the wheel is being spun by both people. Now remember that long time lotto, I mean small show when they watch television where somebody they car, I don't know if I been drum them in get they can zoo, zoo, zoo. The one person they can't him up there. They put your hand inside the machine. 8. Then they blast on at the television. 8. Then they go zoo, 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 22. Oh my goodness. That is exactly where we are, people. That is exactly where we are. That is exactly. I'm read the comments. Sometimes I like for read the viewers and comments and see if I want for future in comments. To be honest, that's exactly where we are. We are in that old time lottery. When they announced and then Saturday night they announced not to so. And they put another man and put all thing and then go zoo, zoo, zoo. The one person go jog the ball. That is where we are. But in all of this, make I give my observation. There is an observation where for me I find very irritating right now. I don't know what to know. I know they can talk about the content of waiting Dr. Samura Inse because let me tell you, in the game of politics, the pacifist never wins. Pacifist never wins. They will lose and they will lose woefully. In the game of life, let's forget about politics. In the game of life, pacifist never wins. They will lose and they will lose woefully. In life, you need to know when to assert. You need to know when to assert. You need to know when to collaborate. You need to know when to be passive. But more importantly, above all these 3 words I don't mention, so inside them all 3, you absolutely need to know when to assert. One thing where they vex me right now, you know me, I don't get political party, I don't put, I don't pin. So you can pin me anywhere you want to pin me. And then I prerogative. It's a free nation, it's a free world. You are free to pin me anywhere, depending on the day. Pin me anywhere you want. But you see, waiting they vex me right now. Is this very greeny smile where Dr. Samura can put on her in face every time a day before Bio? The person don't tell you, say we are not friends. You're in a combative state with the person. I'm not saying don't be nice. I'm not saying don't be cordial. But why is it that every time when a picture come out with you and this man, you get the most greeny smile on your face while your people, you cannot look at them in the eye and tell them the truth? So it begs the question, what is it that you know and what is it you have agreed to in secrecy that he knows that they don't know? He begged that question this seriously. After I watched the recent photo ops then, I cannot help but ask myself, are these people so naive that they cannot read through the lines? Are they so gullible? Are they so in with it that they cannot read through the lines? Let me tell you something. You know how the SLPP, I don't tell them, I say, I know the tripartite, I know they go inside and too much because of time. Because there will be many, many times and opportunities for me for going inside and for me for talk about certain things then. You know one thing where the APC really, really get for watch out for? Because obviously una not agree for bring the other small party then can inside. So now through the bottle, fresh brain. You know watch that photo up. Watch that photo up. The APC representative, listen, if you know me and you know me very well, I am one that respects wisdom. I respect wisdom. And wisdom comes with age. But however, wisdom is not determined only by age. First of all, now on the committee, I don't see one woman. So where is that reasoning? We go sit down back and say, hold on, boys. You people are thinking it from a viewpoint of testosterone and ego. Make us think about what we dey discuss right now from a viewpoint of a mother, from a viewpoint of somebody where they bring people then together. Where are the female voices? Where are the women as part of that tripartite committee representing both political parties? Why can't we see them? Why are we not seeing them? From the APC, why is it that we are only seeing tired brains? Where una agile people them? Why make we not see una agile people them? Why make the wise ones or the aged ones? Why make those who have been in the front? Why make them not take a backseat and become the backseat consultants? Boost the brain power and the strategies of the young one and let the young one be there. Because you see, when una sit down with somebody like how they call him David Senge, he's young and agile. He gets ranked for last time for 3 days. So he will talk you people down and talk you people tired. I'm just giving some of them things so for they pay me for. He will talk you people down and talk you people tired. And so by the time you leave a negotiation room, you are tired, you are drained, you are worn out because you fail for your life. Say, age don't catch up with you. You don't work so drastically all your life. They negotiate all your life. They into this thing all your life that your brain cells, they're not able to handle this type of rigor anymore. So you need fresh brain for put before, while una debien, una de pump the fresh brains then. But because of ego, una know they take time. Una know they take time for analyze situation, for analyze things and put your best foot forward. See, down a committee representation day. If not there, like I said, they are wise ones. They have plenty that the young ones definitely would not have. But you see the power in letting the wise one lead from behind, while you let the young agile one lead from the front, is that you feed them the knowledge. You boost them, you give them the epidemic needle where they need. And then go confront them, comping blood to blood, strength for strength, testosterone to testosterone, energy to energy. This thing would have turned around 90 degrees, some seriousness would have been brought to it. Had you guys utilize that strategy? But instead, when they go put people there, we don't tire. Wait after 30 minutes, and they begin sleep, doze off. After 30 minutes of sitting down, their brains have collapsed. It has gone into resting mode. Una watch the people them way the state send for represents them. Una watch their agility. They have strength for days. They have energy for days. Then una they go put them with people them where after 30 minutes their brains have collapsed. It is snap time. People are not doing yourself any good. And Dr. Samura, stop that greeny smile. It is very irritating for people them we put their life on the line for you, we vouch for you, hoping that the right thing would be done, we put their all in you, and then when they see you in the battlefront, you are not showing. You know, they put on a posture of I am the commander and I am here to defend. I am leading my army. You put on a posture of defeat. You put on a posture of bobo. I'm sorry to say, but I am just telling you what I've observed. Waiting at this over-exaggerated smile on your face. But you see your opponent. It size you, they watch you. It give you that look for making measure you, make you know say, you know, there is something here just because, you know, he will let out a crack of a freckle, but not all the way there. And you see that they go 32 to 32. While people are saying, guy, what are you doing? What's up? If you people are not tell you, say, irritating, take it from this very young woman who knows nothing but who knows something. It is very irritating, sir. And I sure say they irritate you base. Because if you cannot look at them in the eye and tell them the truth, and then they play the role of a pacifist, and then in further-ups, you've been seen as the submissive, why are you wasting people's time? Why are you all wasting people's time? That 1.5 would have been used for other things, better things. If we don't make them renovate a new queue for picking them, at least more save their lives. Could have gone to better use. Body posture tells a lot. And that makes there's a whole field of study about body posture. The way they sit down, the way they move, the way you go tilt your head, the way your eyes go blink at a certain point, the color where you choose for wear at a certain day, the way you team up, the posture where you take, how you lean, how you bend. I studied it a little bit because when you study communication, that is one aspect you have to study. So I know a fraction because that is not my field of study. To the APC, if you no really need and you really mean well for this country, you all get your acts together. Get your acts together and ensure the right things are done. Demand for the right things, ask the right question, ensure the right things are done. Don't be bringing up things that you know are useless and inutile. Not they bring things and when you know for say absolutely not distraction. And for those distract, waste them. You all know what the issues are. You all know what you went in there with. You all know what you agreed on. How about you focus on that and make sure it is done to the T? Instead of 1, 2, 3, now they go do photo ops with people their way, you know. My people, I have to go. Unfortunately, I have to go. I know for say I can sit down I also talk for the next hour. None of them will call because what I am saying is so engaging. And obviously, my analysis is far different from the way any other person will see certain analysis or certain events. And they approach them from a very different bird's eye view, right? And so therefore, why can sit down for talk? I know say beaucoup people like say Matilda, why sit down for talk? Not for say we not one call. But that tell what they take for dial that number. If we miss one and waiting we say, it is like we have missed something. I appreciate you all people. But like I say, the tripartite is tripartine. It has not tripartite yet. Which means we shall continue. Because I have to go commitment calls. Don't tell you for saying a 1.5 hour show they do today. You would have Mr. Shilon tomorrow by God in Power. And he will take a different angle on all of these, I'm pretty sure, because remember, he will be coming from someone we don't practice law for so long, over 20 years of practicing law, and he go to look at them from that angle there and other angles them, right? So it is always good to have these different angles, right? And una go see from what perspectives or viewpoints he approach all of these. That is if that's the topic he focuses on. Like me today, I do a one-pot topic. But in all of what I said, if you listen carefully, you will know for say really, what I'm talking about today is transparency and accountability. Fairness, openness, transparency, and accountability. The people, before I say tata, last week we handled such a very heavy subject that I forget for wish the beautiful men in our lives happy Father's Day. I know say Father's Day don't pass. I know say some man they can roast me now, say Matilda, if not be Mother's Day, lie, not go forget. Listen, I am sorry. I beg you pardon. 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 Because the truth is, without you guys, the world does not multiply, right? That's just the basic fact of life. Without your existence, the world does not multiply. Without our existence, the world does not exist. Because you need us to produce, because we are your producer. Because without we, una no they exist. Not so. So for that alone, I beg you pardon, no excuse me, no forgive me. To the wonderful fathers out there, I hope you had a lovely time. I hope you were celebrated. I hope you were recognized. To the fathers who we not to them born the pikin them, but then take the pikin them like the own. So the one that even we not born, but don't take care of other man you pikin them like the own. For even if now one thing safe, or all their life, may God bless una, may God reward una, may God multiply una, may God ensure say, whatever you have sowed, you will reap the benefits of that labor. May God guide, shield, defend, and protect una. Keep una away from harm and danger so that una go be there, continue to be there for una pikin them and una family. Hey, To the brothers who are single, may God give you good wives. May God give you good wives. To the mothers, please train your sons to be good husbands, because one day they will be husband. Don't let you girl picking sit on a kitchen and make you boy picking in sit on they play video game all day. We no sabi do nothing. We no sabi cook. We no sabi book. We no sabi clean house. I am very proud because I come from a line where I can say my father, the one who birthed me, Peter Cole, late Peter Cole is late now, but one thing everyone will say about it is that you papa na be a damn good cook. You papa be sabi cook. Yes. Sabi cook, he sabi clean, he sabi take care of us. He no need woman for do that for him. He needed a woman as a companion, not a woman as a servant. So to the mama them, make her take 1 minute and not say I they run late. Train up your boys. Give them the same skill set one I give uno girl picking them. Teach them how to be men even when they are young. Teach them how to take care of women. Teach them how to take care of their sisters. Teach them how to take care of you as a mother. Because those life skills, they will carry on as men. And are their life skills then they then go implement inside and host them. A lot of marriages are going bad. A lot of young marriages are going bad because mothers and fathers, both alike, did not take the time for instill values, for instill good morals, for instill fatherhood and manhood on their boys. So please, I beg of you, even as soon as I don't celebrate, please don't focus on just the girl child. As you focus on the girl child, equally focus on the boy child. May God bless you now all. Thank you. Goodbye.
That's all we say make we drive kush na Salone. But we life them.
That is so right, yeah now. What's if they do? What we bother them, they die. Push on the help, now them body just they try. So foot at them body, they and now they just they cry. Now we bother them foot so they swell, now why? I don't know if now the chemical or what's in them they put. Best now for avoid them, nothing but the suit. Other food and they for it, come up be young kush. We say bring this message so you too work for you. On the beat,
Every day we they lost it, man, their life because of good.